Today I'm going to be playing a little bit more ranked play, and I'm going to be playing with this deck here, which I made called You Choose. There's the mana code for it. I wouldn't say it's a particularly good deck, but it is quite good fun to play. The basic idea behind it is we have loads of these choose one cards, and we also have someone called Fandral Stackhelm, who basically, when you have a choose one card, for example with this, both of the options activate. So in the case of this minion, it would become a 5/5. In the case of, say, Power of the Wild, your minions would get +1/+1, and a 3. You would summon a 3/2 Panther. Obviously, that's pretty powerful. It doesn't always work out like that, but there you go. Now, I've had mixed success with this deck. I think I said the other day that I opened some packs and I got Hogger, so I kind of chucked him in. I don't know if he's very good or not. Probably not, but he's there. Also, Cenarius. I quite like him, and plus he's a choose one option as well. The issue with Fandral is that he often gets killed quite quickly, but there are other options in here that you can use. One of the things I am trying to think about more when I make a deck is the different win conditions that I'm going to have. So one of them would be to, for example, have Fandral and then use a lot of my choose one cards, so I get a lot of value out of them, and potentially just outpowering my opponent. Other ones might be, for example, the Wisps of the Old Gods. So if I summon 7/1/1 Wisps, and then I can give them Savage Roar and perhaps Power of the Wild, then suddenly they're like 4/1 Wisps, or 4/2 Wisps, sorry, and you got 7 of them, and that can be difficult for people to remove. Olga is also quite a difficult card to remove, so this deck's kind of about value with your cards, really. As I say, I've had a lot of mixed success with it, but I do enjoy to kind of bake my own decks. I find more enjoyment from that than kind of using other people's decks, but sometimes you have to do that. You have to use other people's because, like me, you're just not that good at it. So we're going to jump in anyway and see how we do. Been playing a fair amount of Hearthstone at the minute, which is good. Been doing my quests and just trying to get some gold, get some more packs, and get some more cards now. Most of the cards which I'm missing now from my collection are kind of the epics and legendaries. We're going to keep just Wrath, I think. Actually, I probably should have kept Swipe because he's probably a zoo. Oh well. Most of the cards I need are epics and legendaries, but I think there's a big misconception around Hearthstone that you need a lot of legendaries in order to be able to win. Legendaries are... Okay, can't do it, so we pass over. Legendaries are incredibly powerful cards, usually. But the fact is, they don't win you a game on its own. Okay, so he's actually a Cthulhu Warlock, probably not a zoo. That's interesting. I think we're going to summon the 2/1/1s. The idea being that hopefully he runs into one of them and then we just Wrath that the next turn. Of course he could play something that's more worthy of Wrath. We'll see.
That was a mistake.
Okay. That was perhaps a little embarrassing on his part. myself with a shade of Naxxramas many videos ago, because I thought the shade was a demon. But, you know, mistakes happen. Summoning Portal, you do not see that card very often anymore. Interesting, I'm going to get rid of it. Yeah, we'll get rid of it. Pop down Mounted Raptor as well. I was thinking about this today actually, and most of the decks that I play are kind of control decks. I think that's the style of play that I prefer. I don't know, maybe it's just something about me that I like to kind of dominate. I find it when I play other competitive games as well that are mostly that works out pretty darn well actually. Kill that. Hit him. There we go. Bloodin's a great little card, but yeah, I find that I tend to go for more kind of control, dominating type styles of play. I do another kind of strategy games as well, and things like that. I don't know why. Oh, that's not too bad actually. I'll give a random friendly minion a divine shield. Well, I'll take that, thank you. Now, I think we've got this guy on the ropes a little bit.
Is that it?
And I think I'm going to actually try and ramp just in case he's got some sort of removal, but the ramping will help me out. I mean, ideally I want to go. I could Whisper the Old God next turn. Depends what he does, I guess. He could have like a Hellfire and it kills most of my stuff.
Get in line.
Okay, I think we've got him. I didn't even bother to work that out. I was just so confident. So as I said, there's kind of different win conditions with this deck, so as you can see the Fandral didn't even appear in there. We still managed to win by a kind of control method. Kind of like getting broad control and dominating from there. We'll play another game. I think I said before actually about legendary cards now. I don't actually have that many legendary cards, but I don't believe that they're actually that necessary for you to win games. Maybe like certain one or two are really good, but I would definitely say that generally in top decks you would see maybe a maximum of 3 legendaries because a lot of the time they're quite expensive cards, and we'll actually get rid of all of this. The usual kind of way a Hearthstone deck goes is that maybe 20 of your cards would be below like 5 mana or something like that. Now we have Fandral here. So I think I've got 3 legendaries in this deck.
My greetings.
I mean, you do get some decks which kind of purposely, specifically Druid decks, which purposely try and ramp up and slam down the big minions. But
Mind if I roll need?
okay, I haven't got anything to play anyway, so I might as well just smash that. The loot order's an interesting card actually. I've never really seen the value in it, of something that just gets killed so easily to give you a card. But then again, you usually find, oh that's actually very useful.
Bathe in flame.
You find that when I win, it's because I have more cards than my opponent. So, in actual fact, I guess it could be quite useful.
May my ancestors
Okay. That counts as a beast. I say we do that.
For the wild.
Gives him something to think about there, and also 4 attack is really annoying for a priest because Shadow Word Pain does minions with 3 attack or less. Shadow Word Death does minions with I think 5 attack or more. So if you have something with 4 attack against a priest, it's incredibly annoying. Trust me, I've been there. I've played a lot of priest. I think, as I say, I did not know these coconuts came down.
Do you hear its call?
There you go.
In the light's name. Listen closely.
So it kind of looks like he just banged something down. So what are my choices here? I could chuck down another Druid. I'm actually going to chuck down. I have a feeling if I chuck down Vandal, he gets Shadow Word Pain next turn. So I'm going to try and bait that out.
Bathe in flame.
That, and then I'm going to and actually, you know what? I'm going to. I shouldn't waste that, should I?
For
I'm
the
going to leave the
wild.
Light Warden. Oh, I shouldn't have done that because he can now get. Oh, do you know what? I didn't really read that properly, but yeah, I shouldn't have left the Light Warden alive. I should have raffed it. Never mind. Because he only has to heal himself, and the Light Warden gets +2 attack, which will then kill the Druid of the Flame here. I'm sure he knows this though. But yeah, I think I was saying about legendaries that
Be my
I think legendaries are obviously exceptionally expensive cards to craft and even to find in packs. I mean, I opened 50 packs in my video and I think I got 2 legendaries. Yeah, see, that was a mistake, but we can chuck down Vandal now. And then we can do that. At least get some value out of that so we get a card. Attack his face. No, he's probably thinking right now, I have to kill that Vandal. Like, that's his condition right now. So I would imagine we're going to see a Shadow Word Pain. If he's got it. Which he might not have it, to be fair, so. I mean, there's a few other ways he could do it. He could entomb it, to be fair, but that would be really expensive. If he doesn't do anything with it, to be fair, I don't have a lot. What's he going to do?
You, my master.
He's not going to do anything interesting. So, wow, I've got a lot to do. So I can give my character +4 attack and 8 armor. I could do 4 damage to that. I think that's probably the best.
For the wild.
I just realised I could actually have got 5 there. Not had to do that. Again, that was a mistake. I'm doing too well today, am I?
Job done waits for no
Yeah,
one.
I could have got 5 and hit him. C'est la vie. So we're doing okay. I'm thinking my next play will, depending on what he does and what he drops. If he drops something big, we've got to naturalise. Potentially we could swipe or starve or something. Okay, so he's healed. And only node. See, I wouldn't have lost that minion if I had actually thought about something there. the spells. Force of nature might be pretty useful. I'm going to drop Hogger. Just to give him something to think about there. We could see a Shadow of Death there on Hogger, which wouldn't summon a 2-2. But it would be most of his turn, so I mean there's advantages and disadvantages to things. The thing about Hearthstone is you can it's interesting. Okay, fair enough, he's killed by Fandral. My deck betrays me. Now I can actually pretty much wipe out a lot of his. Not really, actually. Oh no. Yeah, there we go. If he held Novas, that would be a pain.
This isn't Druid.
For the wild, that minion.
I'm actually playing fairly conservatively because I feel like we've not only got the card advantage, we've got board advantage as well here, so I'm playing conservatively in case he's got something. If I, for example, I could have dropped a Force of Nature instead of the Grizzly. I could have dropped a Power of the Wild.
You have been.
There you go. We did okay. So despite mistakes being made, we did okay. Let's jump in for another one. One of the things I'm trying to do though is to be a bit more conservative. Quite often players will try to lure you into a trap of going quite gung-ho, and it can, it can lead you to wipe out your entire board, and you sit there, just a couple of cards, and you go from being in a kind of winning position to suddenly doing very bad. I'm going to keep Fandral. Keep Druid. Yeah, that's very good actually. Couldn't have asked for two better cards there. Now, another temptation I usually have as well, which I am trying to kind of get away from. And actually I'm going to drop the Living Roots to begin with, depending on if he drops anything, or she, I don't know. Okay, interesting. We will drop the Living Roots, will we? Yeah, we will. Yeah, one of the things I'm trying to kind of get away from is to keep things, to try and build up combos and stuff like that too much, because there's a danger that you just don't play anything. Living Roots again. Shall we? Sure, why not? I'm going to go for a spell with good minions. Yes, a Savage Roar could be very good next turn. If he can't get rid of my little saplings, he's in trouble.
Your fire?
That's a great card, well played.
Well played.
Bathe in flame.
So I think I was just talking about me being a bit more conservative, but fair play. I should know that mages run this card,
We have many secrets.
but never mind. Okay, I think we're gonna go Scarab. Oh, this is interesting. I think I'll take another. Yeah. Oh, okay. I was like, hang on a minute. That's kind of a bit useless for him,
Can I light your fire?
Wow, that's an annoying card today, isn't it? Ooh, that's a great card. I couldn't really have asked for better than that bit viper. Oh, wow, he frostbolted it. He didn't even use his hero power. Did he not use that? That's super weird. Okay. Yeah, we'll take 4 to the face, but means he can't outright kill our Druid of the Flame. I mean, he could do if he hero powered and knocked his 2 minions into it, but that's pretty powerful. I mean, he could. I guess he could fireball it. Okay, so he's arcane intellected. Interesting. Could do with not really that.
Behold the rage of the fire for the wild.
I've chucked Vandal down there as a sacrificial lamb, so to try to slow his roll a little bit, which means he will want to remove it because he's in a stronger position than me right now. Yep, which he's done. But he doesn't have the card advantage. Oh boy. Our luck just came in. Okay, so it puts us down to 10 life. If he potentially draws 2 fireballs, he kills us. Potentially, but I'll Feral Rage next turn. Put us back up to potentially 19. If you play something really big, I could naturalise it, but I have the card advantage now, so I'd rather not give him the 2 cards. Oh, sorry, had it on him. So I might have to naturalise, depends on what I get, depends on what I draw. That's a pretty big threat when you're on 10 life. Yeah, unfortunately, not going to do the trick, is it?
Bathe in flames.
Okay, so we're up to 18 anyway. But he's got 4 cards now, so he now has a card advantage over us, which is... I mean, I had no choice really. I could have raffed him for 3 and taken 5 to the face, but oh dear. We're in serious trouble.
Pay attention, class.
I'm ready to learn. Another night on the prowl.
Basically what I'm trying to do there is give that Ragnaros as many different options other than my face as possible. Yeah, we're in trouble. Yeah. Unless I get a mulch now, which is in my deck. Then we are going to die like an insect. I got that, to be fair.
For the wild.
I'm pretty sure I'm dead, but the thing about it is, always fight to the end, even if you are frustrated or whatever, because it really only takes your opponent to make one error, or possibly even disconnect, and you can win a game when you think you've lost it. So, plus it's kind of bad manners, you know, not to finish a game. I am guilty of that.
For the wild.
Pretty sure we're dead now, though. If I were him, I just hit end turn and let Ragnaros do it. But I'm not him. He did it in a cool way. Well played. Okay, so we'll play one more I think with this deck. I mean, to be fair, we have 1 in 3 game where we actually pulled off pretty cool fan draw kind of value there, so I'm sure there were some things I could have done differently in that one, but those those 2 flame callers he had wiped me out basically. He had a good start as well, but
Watch your back.
so I'll get rid of all of these. We haven't even seen Scenarius yet. I don't think we've barely even got to like 9 mana. Okay, that's pretty good. There's some options there for sure. I think we'll play Raven Idol turn 1 and then we'll play Druid of the Flame turn 2 with the coin. I'm going to get a minion. Ooh, what do we want? Murloc Tidecaller is no good. I mean, we've got to choose 1 card here, but since it's nerf, I'm not really too happy about it, so I think I'll go with the Armoured Warhorse.
Well played.
I meant to say greetings, but I'm not going to say that just so I look cool.
Your life, funnel cake.
Bathe in flame.
The Undercity Huckster in gold. Looks very nice. Decent card. I think it's a rogue class card only. If memory serves me right. I seem to only ever see it with rogues. Is he really going to use like 2 cards? No, he's not. He just wanted a card. Okay, well, fair enough. What have we got here? Turn 3. Not a lot. You know what I'm doing. Because A, I don't give him the card this turn, and B, if I knocked into that and then didn't do anything with that, I bet he would heal it in some way. And that forces him to trade with that. Good. Okay. That worked out okay then. Now I think I'm going to play the Warhorse next turn. Okay, he's got a Panther. Now annoyingly the Panther would kill my Warhorse straight off, so not much point playing it. I'll just Wrath it instead. Which isn't great. I don't want to do that. I'd rather leave something on the board as a threat, but I didn't want to just chuck away the Warhorse. It could be a useful weapon. He's got the original Hearthstone card deck there. I've got the one from A Questing Adventurer. Hey, interesting. Okay, let's hope we get charged. Come on, buddy. Yes, we did. I'll take out that guy. If he trades the Scarab into it, I'm okay with that. Because it's got 2 for 1 on that card. And it's not a card I normally would play, so that I'm going to mulch.
You're not that sharp.
I don't like summoning stones. I know how dangerous they are. The thing is, if I mulch this, I can't do anything else. That leaves me with 2, which is annoying. I think I've got to do it.
For the wild.
So it's interesting. I wonder exactly what he's going to get from that mulch. The thing is with mulch is it can be really good for you to remove something like that, but it can be terrible because that could give him like a really powerful legendary, you know, and we're approaching late game now. Or it could give him like a tiny Fin Murloc at 1/1, in which case it's totally worth it. But he just sprinted, so that would suggest to me that he is potentially struggling for cards, or that he is. I think I'm gonna go keeper with the slime, and I think I'm gonna go for attack and kill that, just to regain some control. We've got 2 minions on board. If he plays something large, we could potentially Savage Roar it and do, what, 9 damage. So, there's options. Alternatively, I could defend of Argos. Oh yeah, he could just kill things like that, to be fair. We're going to see a Van Cleef. We're not going to see a Van Cleef. We're going to see a Brand Bronzebeard. I've got to kill that because, to me, that says he's got a Van Cleef coming. As much as I don't want to use this now, I'm going to drop it just so I've got something on the board. Okay, so I think he's got what, 9? He's got 20 cards, I've got 22. I don't like letting rogues get to endgame because generally their endgame is a very powerful kind of one-turn kill, and that is not fun to play against. Okay. I think he's just going to assassinate that, but it gives me another. Wait, he doesn't count as a beast. Oh, come on. I would have played scenarios if I'd have known that. I thought it was going to draw me a card. Oh well.
My shield for Argus.
Okay, fair enough. Owls, eh? Who runs owls nowadays? I don't really think that was overkill, to be fair. Like, he could have killed it, he could have killed a 2/2. But, it's his cards, I guess.
Who dares to defile this ancient
Okay, let's see what he does with this. The problem is, rogues with cards often have quite a lot of answers to remove things. And we don't have a particularly good hand. We do have card advantage on him, but definitely got a health advantage. Is he gonna face? Is he gonna? No, he's not.
Ha! This guy's toast.
Can you drop me? I think there was some way around that, but
This isn't
Another night on the prowl.
for the wild.
I don't know if that was the right play. I've got 1 card left. I know the healing was the right play. That's
We
annoying.
must cleanse the Sunwell.
Yeah, we've got an issue here. As I draw something very powerful, it's better than nothing, I suppose.
For the wild.
I mean, at the end of the day, he's down to 1 card. It's probably now a battle of kind of like what we top deck. I'd imagine arrows and stuff like that in the deck, so a summoning stone, okay. Well, I can't kill it, so we've already had our kind of 2 big minions. So close.
For the wild.
What we need now is, I think, Druid of the Claw, something like that. Well, we'll drop the 2 saplings.
For the wild.
Part of me says I perhaps should have kept that for the 2 removal. If he's got a fan of knives or something like that, then it's pretty strong play, but the other part of me just says that at this point you've just got to try and hope for the best. He's got 5 cards. He's got 8 cards, basically. Oh, this could be big. Okay, if we can survive next turn,
For the wild.
we could actually do some serious damage. As long as he either doesn't have another Blade Flurry or another Fan of Knives. If he's got either of those 2, we're in serious trouble. You got to take a risk every now and then, haven't you? Now he doesn't have that, because he would have just used that, wouldn't he? So we can do 3, 6, 3, 6, 9, 12. I think we've got him. Have we got him? We got him. Oh my god. No, we haven't. We missed it by 1.
Pay attention, class.
Surely we've won this. Oh my god. This would be a fantastic comeback if he's either got to clear my entire board